All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to BigBeHereFoundation.com, your home for everything bundle. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another damn. Welcome back to another video here, and today we are going to rank every single MLB team how I thought they performed in spring training. So, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like, subscribe, or hit to the channel. Come on, we're only one subscriber away from 100, so don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys go join the Discord as well. That will be in the community. Just slide all the way down. That's the first thing that we posted in the community. So make sure you guys go join the Discord over there as well. I haven't really been into Discord. Like I haven't really done a lot of things in Discord recently, but I will do that here in a minute. But yeah, so let's go ahead and rank all these teams that just played in MLB. And like I said, I'm still studying baseball right now. So like I said, my prediction might be bad, but if you guys haven't seen that predictions video, make sure you guys go check that out. Week 1. Yeah, so make sure you guys go check that out if you guys haven't already. All right, so the list we're working with here today is, I think I can move this a little bit bigger. All right, there we go. All right, so first you have the teams that have been playing outstanding. Then you have the teams that have been playing really good. Then you have the teams that played just fine. Then you have the teams that did not play that great, and then at the bottom of the list, you have the teams who played like ass. All right, so without further ado, I think that's a pretty simple tier list. So let's go ahead and start off with the Angels. I mean they were just fine. They're just acceptable. I didn't really see anything out of them too much. They finished at 500. And had a couple mid pars. Some games they probably should have won, but yeah, it was just fine. I can't really blame them for it. All right, next up we have Houston. Where did Houston go? What did Houston do? I mean, I've been paying attention about the games, but I had no idea what the record was. 10-14. I mean, for Houston perspective, as a good team, I would say that's definitely not great. But listen, only finishing 4 games out of 500 is actually not that bad. So I don't know, man. I don't think Houston's performance was that great. All right, next up we have the Athletics. Um, the Athletics. The Athletics finished. I'm trying to find them. I can't find it right now. Athletics. Oh, the Athletics finished 10-12. Okay, that's not bad. That's respectable. That's just fine, right? You only finished 2. I mean, you're supposed to be a really bad team this year, and you only finished 2 games under 500 in spring training. That's not bad. That's acceptable. All right, next up we got the Blue Jays. I'm gonna go with what do we go with here? I'm gonna go with just fine as well. I didn't really get to see too much out of the Blue Jays, but they did finish 11-12. I guess that's not bad. Plus, I don't know what to say about the Blue Jays this year. So I think they actually had a pretty decent performance in the preseason and the spring training. All right, next we got the Braves. I honestly thought they performed like shit, if I'm being completely honest with you. Listen, Atlanta, I thought they were going to be one of the best teams. Listen, Atlanta actually finished 9-13. That's something I would never thought was going to happen to them. But hopefully they come back, man. Hopefully they start the season strong, because they do look kind of suspicious coming off of this. All right, next up we got Milwaukee. I'm gonna go with just fine, I guess. I'm gonna go with just fine. Finishing only 1 game under 500. A team that's supposed to be pretty good this year, but I'm not gonna blame them. I'm not gonna blame them for it, because the team didn't really perform that good. I know it's just spring training, and we can't really overreact to anything right now. But it was definitely just a fine performance out of the Brewers. All right, next up we got the Cardinals. Yeah. I don't know what to say about the Cardinals, man. If you haven't looked at it, if you haven't looked at this team, you haven't looked at the Cardinals. I can't find them right now. I'm using my phone for a lot of help here, because basically how I do my videos is based off what it did in prediction. But anyway, I did see a couple of their games, and I honestly thought it was the other one. I thought they were just fine. I can't give them anything else besides that. You know what I mean? All right, next up we got the Cubs. The Cubs actually performed outstanding during the spring training. Listen, they finished in 3rd place with a 15-9 record. Hey, not bad against a team that's only supposed to be mid par. Listen, I thought the Cubs actually probably had one of the better Actually, no, I'm gonna put him down here. We're gonna put him really good. It was actually a pretty good performance. I'm not gonna say outstanding because there's a couple teams we can put out there in outstanding, but the Cubs did a good job. I'll say really good. All right, next up we have Arizona. Arizona went 11-13. For a good team, I guess I would say that's not great. Cause I do think Atlanta's going to be a really good team this year. So me finishing them finishing 2 games under 500, and I know right, like I said, I can't judge anything based off of preseason slash spring training, but that's not really a good sign. Only finishing 2 games under 500, and then that's not great to be a good team. So I'm going to say it wasn't great. All right, next we have the Dodgers. Basically, or my Los Angeles. I don't know if you guys knew, but I am a Dodgers fan, by the way, because the Lakers support the Rams, and both of those organizations support the Dodgers. So I'm kind of with them. Anyway, I thought the Dodgers performed outstanding in this game. Listen, the Dodgers have one of the better. Now, I think the Dodgers have one of the better records in all of baseball. And I actually watched a couple of their games. They like scored a whole bunch of home runs, and their offense looks effective, fluid, into rhythm. If we could just cut that to regular season, we're gonna be just fine. All right, next up we got San Francisco. Acceptable. I mean, it was just acceptable. Offense is clicking as much as they can. Defense did whatever they needed to do to stay in the game and never get blown out. It's just acceptable. All right, next up we got the. I don't know what team this is. If somebody can help me out here. Um, what is that? Is that the Twins? No, that's not the Twins, is it? No. I'm gonna save this one to last. I don't know what the team this is. All right, next up we got the Spartans. Not a really great performance out of the Spartans. I mean, you could say, let's see, where does Spartans finish? Spartans, yeah, 11-13. I think it's going to be a good team this year, so I'm going to say it definitely wasn't a great performance out of the Spartans, but I can't call it ass because I think that's a little bit too much. But me basically saying the Spartans are a good team and they finished 2 games under 500, that's not that great. That is kind of suspicious. All right, next up we got Miami. Ooh, I have a hard battle with Miami right now. Miami 8-11. I'm gonna go not great because I do expect Miami to be really good this year. So I'm gonna say that's not great, but it's not ass. All right, next we have the New York Mets. The New York Mets. I actually thought they did really good. They finished 2 games above 500 against a team that I thought was going to be mediocre this year, headed towards the serviceable category. Listen, I thought they actually looked pretty good during spring training. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they did. I thought they did pretty well. All right, next up we have Washington. The team that's supposed to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. They actually really prefer. They actually finished like one of the better records in spring training. So I would say that's pretty good. I think they did outstanding. All right, next up we have Baltimore. Baltimore outstanding. Listen, I think Baltimore actually had the best record in spring training. Plus, this team just looks dominant. They look dominant. I can't say that. Outstanding. Definitely looking forward to watch some Oriole games this year. I will say that for sure. All right, next up we have the Padres. Padres, not the best you could ask for. I mean, 9-9, coming out of a good team. I mean, they performed just fine I think they basically barely lost every single game, but it was just fine. It was at least it was acceptable. But we need to see better when we go to the regular season. But for now, I guess it's acceptable. All right, next up we got the Phillies. Phillies, no, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. You finished 3 games under 500. I think you got blown out in a couple games. Yeah, definitely not a good sign here for Phillies, but I do hope for the best for you guys this season. So good luck to y'all. All right, next up we got the Pirates. It was acceptable. I know finishing 2 games under 500, but I don't really see the Pirates as a phenomenal team this year or a good team. So the fact that they just finished state afloat and random finished 2 games under 500 is actually not that bad. So I'll go just fine. All right, next up we got the Rangers. I think that's what this is. Is this the Texas Rangers? I'm pretty sure that's it. Like I said, I'm still learning my MLB team, so don't be shocked if I get any of this wrong. Anyway, I don't know. I thought they were just fine. All right, next up we got the Rays. Yeah, they performed like ass. They performed like ass. Had one. I thought they had one of the worst. They might have the worst record. Actually, no, they were the second, tied for second worst record, and in spring training, definitely not good for Tampa Bay. There, that's basically for your fans, basically telling you what kind of season you're looking for towards the season. Yeah, definitely not looking to the right track. That was terrible. All right, next up we have Boston. They did pretty good. They did pretty good. I can't complain about finishing fourth in their own league, finishing with a 15-10 record. Their offense looked good. Defense is getting better by every game. I like what I'm seeing out of Boston. I think they actually look some part pretty good. All right, next up we got the Reds. No, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Listen, I do think the Reds are going to be some part. I do think the Reds are actually going to be better than what they were last year. But basically, coming off of this spring training, I'm gonna say this performance wasn't really that great for them. All right, next up we got the Rockies, another team that's supposed to be bad, but actually way preferred my expectations. They did way better than my expectations, so I'm gonna say they did outstanding. This team finished second in their league, and when this team is supposed to be terrible, and completely actually looked really good throughout the process of spring training. I'm gonna say outstanding. They definitely did way better than I thought they were gonna do. All right, next up we got Kansas City. Once again, another team that's supposed to be bad that I thought really did well, better than I would ever thought. So I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna put them up there. I think they did pretty good in spring training. I'm not gonna say he's elite because they don't have the best record. They only finished 3 games above 500. But like I said, based off a bad, I think it's gonna be a bad team this year. Actually, looked some part pretty good in spring training. I thought they looked good. All right, next up we got the Tigers. Yeah, the Tigers are outstanding. They're outstanding. Nearly finished behind Baltimore in spring training with a 15-8 record. Offense looks about as dynamic as they had like ever since years ago. I like the Tigers a lot, and I think they looked outstanding to me. All right, next up we got the Twins. Oh yeah, the Twins were terrible. They did not look good. They look suspicious as hell. I actually think the Twins are actually tied for second with one of the worst records in all of spring training. Like the Twins did not look good in spring training. I hope that turns around. I do think that'll turn around in the regular season, but that's not promising right there. You guys look suspicious. All right, next up we got the White Sox, and the White Sox are going in the ass category as well. I do think the White Sox had the worst performance in spring training, like all out of all the teams in the league. I think the White Sox had the worst record. Yeah, definitely not ideal. Not a good spring training for you guys at all. All right, next up we got the New York Yankees. I don't know, man. I watched a couple of their games. I mean, some they look some part. I mean, 10-14. I know that's not great, especially coming off a season where you just had. I'm gonna go not great. I'm gonna go not great because I do think you guys probably should have done a little bit more better than that. But listen, is this like I said? This is spring training. I can't judge anything off of spring training. I think they'll be just fine once the season starts. But just right now, I just don't think they perform great in spring training. All right, the last team here we got. I don't know what team this is. Still, um, it's not Houston. It's not Atlanta. Um, I'm trying to think what team this is. Oh, is this the Cleveland Guardians? Oh yeah, this might be the Cleveland Guardians. Okay, I don't remember saying the Guardians. Well, okay, so yeah, this is probably the Cleveland Guardians. Anyway, I don't think their performance was that great either. Listen, they finished second to last place in their own league, finishing 10-13. I actually think they got blown out in a couple games, right? Actually, no, they stuck around a little bit. Actually, yeah, they did get blown out a couple games, but yeah, definitely not a great performance there by the Guardians. Hopefully, they can do better when it comes down to the regular season, which I am expecting from the Guardians. But just coming off of this performance in spring training was definitely not great. All right, and that is the power ranking, guys. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys do like and subscribe to there's the tunes right there. So, like once again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I go live or upload a video. But anyway, I'm gonna go catch some Z's now. It's getting late, so I do appreciate you guys for coming in. This is Big B here for signing off from MotorNation.com. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next one.